So I'll give you an example around coaching an executive. And many people who are type A executives who rise through the ranks incredibly quickly and get on the slate, if you will, to be selected for the top job, often display what I call hard leadership. And hard leadership is really around being decisive, action-oriented, results-oriented, not necessarily team players, but they can play with a team within a small sphere, and they push incredibly hard and force outcomes. What ends up happening, though, is when they get selected for the top job, and the question always in the board's mind is, can they make the transition from COO-like behaviors to being a CEO? And what they need to transition into is really thinking about moving from forcing outcomes to managing to an outcome. And in this case, it's really about understanding your direct and indirect constituencies, what's important to them, what's important to you, and how are you going to influence things. It's not making a decision within a 1 millisecond time frame. It's really around thinking about what things do I need to let cook, can I have patience around letting things cook, and keeping my option value open just a little bit longer so you get a better result. What we find today a lot of times, especially with modern younger leaders, is that they think their effectiveness is correlated with how fast they can respond on their BlackBerry. And it's actually, correlated, it's just negatively correlated. And I think what's important around this next generation of leadership and getting to the CEO suite is really around constituency managing, letting things cook, managing an outcome, slowing things down. As the CEO and a top leader in the company, you're the only person who can say no. Everybody else is coming to you for a yes. So you have to have courage and conviction around how you're going to direct the company. Excellence comes from focus. And we all see organizations that are unfocused or individuals that are unfocused. When you see an executive that is focused and an organization that is focused, typically excellence comes from that. So it's really being able to prioritize in a ruthless way so the organization and individuals within it are focused. And I think as it comes to decision making, it's starting to seek out who are your advisors, who are you going to take input from, who are you going to consult before you make a decision. And really, in this modern era of real-time everything, what decisions are you going to let cook so you can actually put the full cognitive power of your brain and others' brains against it to make a better decision, as opposed to thinking about excellence around the speed of the decision making, as opposed to the quality of the decision making, which has been lost today.